Hello everyone. With the release of Terrifier 3, which I'm going to actually see again or rewatch or something in theatres or whatever, in cinemas quite soon. With the release of Terrifier 3, I watched Terrifier 3 and then I watched all the Terrifier movies, even counting with all Hallows Eve or whatever, if you want to say that that's a Terrifier movie. But you know, it does have Art the Clown in it and stuff, so I don't really know. So I'm going to be ranking these movies, these films, from worst to best, from what I think the worst movie of these that I've seen is and the best one. So yeah, at number 4 I have got All Hallows Eve. This is a movie that this movie is really weird. It's not really. I mean, Art the Clown is a big part in this movie, you know, and you do remember him when he's in this movie if you've seen this movie and stuff. But it's not really about him. It's basically just. It's directed by Damien Leone too, the same director of the Terrifier movies, but it's more an anthology film, which follows like different stories, or it follows these people. I don't really know. Positives for this movie though, I did think that the gore is still good. I mean, I think that Damien Leone still did the practical effects in this movie and stuff, and they do hold up, you know. Obviously now his Terrify movies and stuff are a lot better, but still looks pretty good, so that's something I appreciated. The blood looked pretty good and stuff, and we still do get some gnarly kills and stuff, so yeah, I guess I can appreciate that. And there are some creepy moments in this movie, and this movie is a bit unique, even though it's an idea that I just thought was executed pretty damn bad. And this movie, I don't know, I just found it to be boring and stuff. Not a lot of it interested me. I thought that the concept could have been like a lot better, and that they could have executed the things a lot better. And I don't really know, sometimes the movie just feels like really pretentious and stuff, which it didn't have to be. And I don't know, it's just, I don't like this movie. It's not good. I don't recommend it. But it's interesting, definitely. But yeah. And at my number 3, I've got the original Terrifier, whatever, from 2016. Now, I don't really know what to say. The first movie in this Terrifier franchise, or whatever, or trilogy that we have so far, at least. And yeah, you know, this is a big step up from All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve, for me, I gave like a 3 out of 10 or something. This movie is like a 7 out of 10 for me. So yeah, pretty big step up. Starting off with my positives, I don't know. Art the Clown is great in this movie. I mean, he's great in the second movie and the third movie, but still. The practical effects and the kills and the gore, it's just all done really well. And I really do enjoy, and I don't really care that much about this movie not having that much of a story, really, because I still just enjoyed the movie pretty damn much. And it's a movie that just holds up really well, and for having such an incredibly low budget, this movie still is pretty damn well made for that. So, you know, it's fun. I could rewatch this movie, and yeah, I could rewatch this movie. It's fun. It has some good kills in the movie and stuff, and the gore looks good. Practical effects or whatever, makeup, whatever. And it's a very simple movie, but doesn't have that much of a story, but I don't really care about that. I just think the movie's fun to watch, and it's something that I could pretty easily watch again. So yeah, coming in at number 3, Terrifier. At number 2, I have got Terrifier 2, which is a much bigger budget than the first Terrifier movie, and you can definitely see that. You can tell that this movie has more of a story and stuff, you know. It follows Sienna, and who is our main new lead character, upcoming like final girl in this first movie and stuff, and Jonathan, her brother, and her mom and stuff. And I don't know, I don't want to go through the whole like plot of the movie. Let me just get into my positives for this movie. This movie is really bloody and stuff. It has great practical effects, great gore, and it's a lot more bloodier than the first movie was, and it's a lot more crazier. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more going on with the story. The movie has a much bigger story, but yeah, I don't know. I just think the movie also just looks really good. I like Sienna as the main character, and I like Jonathan in this movie, and I like the kills, and I like the outfit or whatever that Sienna has. I don't really know, on the sword business, and I don't know, man. It's crazy, but I don't know. But my negatives for this movie though is that I do think that it's definitely a bit too long. They could have made it maybe like 20 minutes shorter or something, or 10 minutes shorter, I don't really know. And I think that the movie is a bit overly pretentious at times and ambitious or whatever, like it's trying to show too much, like, ooh, look what we can do. And quite a lot of the scenes in the movie go on for a bit too long, whether the camera is just on one spot, or just there's one shot in the movie that just goes on for too long, and then the movie tries to go like, I don't know, man. Art the Clown comes out of nowhere, stabs someone again, and then he does the like 5 times, and then just it's quite frustrating. But I still, so the first act of this movie I thought was great. Second act was pretty good too. I liked it a lot, but then the third act was okay. It was okay. So yeah, but I do like this movie a lot though. It's probably something I could watch again, definitely, and I think it's a very fun and a very cool slasher movie that I'll remember. So yeah, it's like an 8 out of 10 for me. But coming in at number 1 is of course the newest movie in this franchise or trilogy or whatever you want to say. That's Terrifier 3. This movie made me really happy. Starting off with my positives with this movie, I don't know, like Sienna's back, Jonathan's back. It's Christmas now. Sienna's traumatized from Up the Cloud, and Jonathan is also kind of traumatized. Starting on my positives with this movie is that I just think that this was a really big surprise, because I was very happy with this movie, because it did basically everything I wanted. So I was really happy when I saw this movie, and I'm going to rewatch it quite soon too. So the gore in this movie and the blood is amped up. I didn't think that they were going to go more wilder than the second movie, but I was wrong. They were going to step it up, definitely. And this movie does not pull any punches or whatever. You know, this movie, I bet I'm not the first person to say this, but this movie might be just a little bit too much for some people, but it's in the gore or how they just handle some things in this movie, or because there is like child deaths in this movie and stuff, so I don't know. I just really enjoy this movie, you know. I love the new characters and stuff. I love the story of the movie. I love the kills. I think the movie has some creative kills, and it's just a blast, and I really like this movie. And they fixed quite a lot of my problems with the second movie. And yeah, only bad thing or only negative that I can say that I have about this movie or with this movie or whatever is that I think that I do think that, you know, some of the shots in the movie went on for a bit too long, but that's not really a big negative at all. And I do think that there are some scenes in this movie which they could which maybe they didn't have to be in there, or they could just cut out or whatever. But other than that, I don't really know. I also think that the ending of this movie is a bit weird and goofy and stuff, but and a bit over the top, definitely, but still not as over the top as the second movie. And really fun movie. I had a blast with this, and yeah, so I don't really know what to say. This is like a 9 out of 10 movie for me, or something like that. I don't know. And that's about it. So yeah, I loved this movie really much. And if you wanna maybe see some more information about these movies, films, or something like that, or more or something like that, I don't know, then you can check the description of this video. And with that said, thank you for watching.